Hello, everyone, and welcome back. If you've been following this series, you've already built a strong foundation in English. Today, we're taking another leap forward with expressions that will make your speech sound more refined, articulate, and thoughtful natural.
That's right. Today's lesson is designed for learners who want to move beyond everyday English and start speaking with the confidence of an advanced speaker. These expressions appear in professional discussions, academic settings, interviews, news reports, and thoughtful conversations.
We'll explain each expression in simple language, explore its meaning through realistic situations, and show you exactly how native speakers use it.
By the end of this episode, you'll have 10 sophisticated expressions ready to use in your own conversations. Let's begin.
Our first expression is a double-edged sword.
Imagine holding a sword that's sharp on both sides. It can help you, but it can also hurt you. That's exactly the idea behind this expression.
It refers to something that has both positive and negative consequences.
Technology is a great example. It has transformed education, healthcare, and communication, but it has also introduced concerns about privacy, misinformation, and digital addiction.
So you could say, artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword. It improves efficiency, but it also raises ethical concerns.
Here's another example. Fame can be a double-edged sword because it brings recognition, but often takes away privacy.
Whenever you want to describe something with both benefits and drawbacks, this expression is an excellent choice. Our next expression is be hard-pressed to.
This means it would be very difficult to do or find something.
Native speakers often use this expression when they want to emphasize how rare or unlikely something is.
For example, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more dedicated employee than Sarah.
Or, we were hard-pressed to complete the project before the deadline because of several unexpected delays.
Notice how this expression sounds much more polished than simply saying it's difficult.
Now let's learn a foregone conclusion.
This refers to a result that is already considered certain long before it actually happens.
Imagine a championship where one team has dominated every match. Many people might say, their victory is a foregone conclusion.
Another example? Considering her outstanding qualifications, her appointment as director seemed like a foregone conclusion.
This expression is especially common in journalism, politics, and business discussions. Our fourth word is inadvertently.
It simply means doing something unintentionally or by accident.
Instead of saying, I accidentally deleted the file, you can say, I inadvertently deleted the file.
Another example?
He inadvertently revealed confidential information during the meeting.
Using inadvertently immediately gives your English a more formal and sophisticated tone. Next comes the verb perpetuate. To perpetuate something means to make it continue, especially when it should probably stop. For example, spreading stereotypes only perpetuates discrimination.
Or the lack of education can perpetuate the cycle of poverty.
This is a powerful word that often appears in documentaries, academic writing, and newspaper articles. Let's move on to be tantamount to.
This means that one action is practically the same as another because the consequences are almost identical.
For example, refusing to listen to expert advice is tantamount to ignoring reality.
Or breaking that agreement would be tantamount to betraying your team's trust.
This expression frequently appears in legal, political, and formal discussions.
Our seventh word is mitigate.
To mitigate something means to reduce its severity or make a difficult situation less harmful.
For example, governments are investing in renewable energy to mitigate the effects of climate change.
Or early medical treatment helped mitigate the damage caused by the illness.
This is one of the most useful academic verbs you can learn.
Our next expression is an underlying assumption.
An assumption is something you believe without definite proof. An underlying assumption is a hidden belief that supports an idea or decision.
For example, The proposal rests on the underlying assumption that every student has access to a computer.
If that assumption is incorrect, the entire proposal may fail.
You'll hear this phrase frequently in university lectures, research papers, and professional presentations. Our ninth word is scrutinize.
To scrutinize means to examine something very carefully and thoroughly.
For example, the auditors scrutinized every financial record before publishing their report.
Or, consumers are becoming more likely to scrutinize product reviews before making a purchase.
This is a great alternative to the basic verb check. Our final expression is a paradigm shift.
A paradigm shift is a dramatic change in the way people think or do something.
The rise of remote work created a paradigm shift in how many companies operate.
Similarly, online learning has brought about a paradigm shift in education, making knowledge more accessible than ever before.
Whenever a new idea completely transforms an existing system, you can describe it as a paradigm shift. Excellent work! Today you've explored 10 advanced expressions that are widely used in professional, academic, and everyday English. The more you hear, practice, and use these expressions, the more natural they'll become. Don't just memorize them. Try to include them in your own conversations and writing. In part 2, we'll continue with 10 more high-level expressions that will expand your vocabulary even further and help you speak with greater precision and confidence. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in part 2, where your journey toward advanced English continues.